Okay, so this is another example of a chatbot. However, the previous one that I showed would be something like that's displayed on your website on the small icon at the right hand corner of your page. This is just another version created on a different platform where we can create it to where it's the entire page, or just simply like this where it's kind of a landing page and then on the bottom is the chatbot. So this one in particular is for a clinical research trial and to recruit patients. So right here they can come in and check if they qualify for the research trial. So I'm just going to go through this with you. This one doesn't necessarily allow for or it's not integrated with to upload the documents. However, we can do that in this scenario as well. I'm just going to select. And all of this information that is being asked would be stored in your database. So everything would be stored and everything will be categorized and created into different lists that can be retargeted, in this case, for patients for future marketing or for follow-up or any of that sort of information. So in this case, this was a skin study, so they're trying to select the type of skin somebody has. So we can add in pictures. And it tells them right there if they're selected or if they're not, based on the responses that they chose previously. So their responses matched and they can qualify to schedule a screening visit. Right here they would enter in any other information. So the patients can then schedule a visit, or it can also be set to remind them later to schedule a visit. So automatically a text or a message or an email, either way that we set it up, the patient or the customer would get a reminder that, the study's almost ending, or it's almost time to renew, any information. So they would get that reminder as well. And here is another example for the full screen chatbot. So on your website, for example, you would just create a separate tab that says maybe check my status, and the chatbot would come up and it would say follow the same flow that I showed earlier. So this one is for a travel company to plan travel, so we can just go through this so you can see this one as well. And the goal initially is just to collect their information, and then it goes different. Do you have your date set already? I'm just going to select yes. So in this case, it's trying to determine how long the person is staying. What are you traveling for? Let's business trip. In this case, this company is for Puerto Rico specifically. And as you can see, we can ask as many questions as you like, and then it can be sorted out to different flows. And here is, it kind of pulled in all the information, and there's a recap of everything that they selected. And in this case, the company can then either create a customized itinerary for the person, and that can be sent to the person's email or messenger, or however you communicate with them in this particular case. Or they can schedule a date right then and there to communicate with a travel curator, so book an appointment there.